said, if I do this again, I'm going to get a ballroom built, and we're putting up our own money. With the government is paying for nothing. You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound. Other people don't like it. I love it.
So President Trump sounding off as demolition begins on the east wing of the White House to make way for his new $250 million ballroom. Not everyone is a fan. The View was breaking out into protest song.
You don't own it. You cannot take it down. You don't own it. Tacky, gaudy, nasty ballroom.
He's pooping on the American people, literally.
But to take literally a wrecking ball to the White House, it's grotesque. Just grotesque. Yeah, far different. Yeah,
painful. I mean, this is historic structure.
It's history being torn to shreds.
I mean, there's so much beauty and history in the East Wing, so it's sad to see that, that huge hole there.
Caroline Levitt had a post about Teddy Roosevelt building the West Wing, Taft making the executive office into the Oval. You can make improvements. I'm a traditionalist. I love tradition, but I do think you can make improvements along the way. And to have a ballroom wouldn't be a terrible thing. Plus, taxpayers are not paying for it.
That is so true. And remember, Nixon added a bowling alley, and Bill Clinton put mirrors above the beds. I understand Morning Joe upset. Mika knows a bad facelift when she sees one. Look. Dems don't understand Trump. Goes back to what he said when I work my ass off. He does multiple things every day. That's what he's done all his life. Democrats will say, how can you work on this redesign when we have a war in the Middle East? He says, I'm actually working on the Middle East, too. I'm also dealing with Putin and Zelensky. I got the border over here. Democrats don't understand that you can do different things at once. They can only do one thing. And
see, here's the thing. With Donald Trump, he's doing multiple things at once. And I can almost guarantee you, okay, I have no evidence to support this claim, but it is a claim that I am going to announce. Something significant is happening right now. We don't know what it is because everyone is transfixed on the wrecking ball that is tearing up the White House. Donald Trump is very strategic. Something else is going on right now because that's how he does it. People think that he can only do one thing at a time. Have you watched him for the last 30 years? What are you talking about? He's getting stuff done. Multiple things at once. See, they're actually not used to a politician that's actually getting stuff done. Very foreign concept to most of them.
that one thing is have a conversation. And then they pretend that the conversation is action. Oh, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about it. That's why nothing got done. That's why no kings. Everybody's freaking out because they're not used to seeing action.
You know what? Democrats talk. That's all they do. They talk. We have to have a conversation. We should have this is what they call it, a national conversation. Have you ever been invited to one? Because Kamala was famous for that. We should be having a national conversation. Have you been invited? Did they call you? Did they send you a letter? Did they send you an invite? No. See, Democrats believe if we feel as though we did something good, well, then we did something good. See, Republicans want receipts. What did you build? See, Donald Trump is a builder, which means if you're in real estate, you actually have to have demonstrative evidence that the transaction took place. You don't get to virtue signal.
In your face, Jessica, preemptively.
Jesse, if every single Trump action is the end of the world and the end of history and the end of the country, then really nothing is.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal out of this. Gavin can hold a little ball in there, or whoever the next Democrat president is. The Democrats are upset because Trump is so unconstrained and he's so ambitious and he's wielding executive power so confidently. And none of their presidents ever did. And nothing they can do can check his power. They feel like they've squandered the opportunity in the executive office to do grand things.
Let me tell you right now, okay? Obama is pissing in his pants. Right now, Clinton, Bush, yeah, they're like, wait a minute. I didn't know that you could do, yeah. Because number one, you probably didn't have enough money to get that done. Number two, you didn't have ambition. You just wanted power. And Donald Trump is a real estate guy. He knows real estate. And people are still grappling with Trump 2.0. This is not the first merry-go-round. I keep telling people, this is 2.0. He does not give a crap about Dana Bash's, Jake Tapper, Brian Stelter. Don't care about their opinion because now he understands, Mr. President, they tried to put you away. They tried to take you out. Mr. President, they're not your friends. The New York Times would run hit pieces on you, okay? These are not your friends. He now understands it.
To make peace deals, to redo the World Trade Order. And they're looking at a guy who they thought was just like a pockmark in history, come back and be a consequential president. And he's so consequential, he's leaving a symbolic and physical legacy right there on the footprint of the most hallowed grounds in Washington, D.C., and they can't wrap their head around it.
So, has this ever happened before? I asked the question. This is what popped up from Google. This is from the White House Historical Association. Has the White House ever been renovated or changed? Wow, well, hold on a second. Yes, many, many times. Today, there is a marker embedded in the floor of the White House entrance hall, which includes the dates of of 4 major instances of White House construction and renovation. 1792, 1817, 1902, 1952. 1792 represents the year that the cornerstone was laid and construction began on the White House. 1817 marks the rebuild of the White House after the British burned it. And I don't know if you guys knew that. The only reason I knew that the White House had been burned down, I knew that because I played Modern Warfare 3. It's a video game. And in it, at the end, the Russians have taken over the White House. And so we had to root them all out. And we had to go through the White House and pew, 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 get rid of them. It's an awesome thing. And in that, Shepard, the general, is getting questioned by all of the lower, officers. What are we going to do? They're tearing up the White House. And he says, we'll do what we did it when it was burned down before. We'll rebuild. So I already knew that. This is a coveted piece of real estate. Okay? This is not a statue. It is a living monument to our republic. And now, and this is what really bugs them. Trust me, this is what really bugs them. Now, Donald Trump, not Obama, not Bush, not Clinton, Donald Trump has made an indelible mark. I mean, that's it. That's what's getting to them. His footprint will be forever embedded in the White House. That's really what they're ticked about. They wanted Obama to be there, their golden child. But he didn't have that kind of juice, did he? This has happened before. I mean, people have reinvented. You just read it. You just read it. Okay? It's happened before. They're just mad that Trump is doing it. All right, that's it for now. If you like the video, smash the like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.